mathematics can be a little scary, even contrary, but don't you cry. Just work harder, calculate smarter, and soon you'll find the answer there. Soon you'll find the answer there.
Welcome! We're chefs from your favorite cooking show on the Math Channel, the only show that will help you learn math and cook.
Hi, I'm Chef Lee.
And I'm Chef Lila.
Today we will be cooking some PIE pie.
And some PI pie. Ho ho ho!
Believe it or not, cooking involves lots of math.
She's right. Cooking uses ratios and fractions.
Today we are going to show you all how to use ratios and fractions as a cook.
So let's get started, Chef Lee.
Alrighty, Chef Lila.
First, we're going to mix 2 over 1, or 4 over 2, or 8 over 4, well, you get the picture, cups of flour in a bowl with 1 whole teaspoon of salt, 2/3 of a cup of leaf lard, and yes, you heard it right, leaf lard,
This can also be called shortening.
2 over 1 tablespoon of chilled butter.
While we make the dough, let your eyes wander to
This man and mustache.
I was gonna say oranges, but that works too.
So while you were gone, we added some peaches, some sugar, and some tapioca for the filling of the pie, and baked the pie.
Now that it's baked, we can cut it into 8s.
First, we'll cut it into 4ths, and then we'll cut those in halves to make 8 slices. Here's our half. This makes it into quarters. And here are the 8s. Put this on some plates and it'll be ready to serve.
This will be delicious.
Up next, our friends Ashley and Carly will show you how math is used in sports. And don't forget to tune in next week when we will show you how to make pizza. Hi, I'm news anchor Carly McMartha with cheerleader Ashley McCarlton in an exclusive interview where she will talk about math in sports, more specifically basketball.
Hi, I'm totally excited to be here.
So, what kind of math appears in our featured sport, basketball?
Well, the main type of math is quadratics, also known as parabolas.
Interesting. Can you tell us more about them?
Well, the path the ball takes when it is thrown forms an upside-down U-shape. This can be graphed using data tables or found using an equation. The equation is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c.
What do the data tables look like?
Well, the y values in the table repeat and have a constant change.
And how does this all relate to basketball?
Well, every time a player passes the ball or makes a basket, that pass or basket form a parabola. The parabola for a pass will be much wider than that of a basket.
And how does that look in the equation? What's the difference between a pass and a basket?
Well, if a in the equation is a decimal lower than 1, that parabola will be steeper than the one in which a represents a number much larger than 1.
That concludes our program on sports. Thank you for coming, Ashley.
Thanks for having me.
Next, the Math Channel will show you how math connects with every adult's nightmare, taxes.
Hi, we're from the DIY, show on the Math Channel. Today we're going to show you how taxes relate to math.
Taxes are all about percentages. Basically, the more money you have, the more money you have to pay.
This is because everyone owes the government the same percentage of their money, but that amount will vary with the amount of money you have.
There are benefits if you have children or unemployed spouses. These people can be called dependents when it comes to taxes.
If you say you have dependents in your tax forms, you can get what's called tax deductions.
This means that the percent of your money you owe to the government is smaller because people depend on you for things like food and clothing. The tax due date is April 15th.
This reminds me, I have to get started on those.
Well, we'll see you next time on the DIY, the only do-it-yourself show.
Next on the Math Channel, we have a parenting sitcom, a special episode on quadratics.
See you next time.
Mommy, I don't get my math homework and it's due tomorrow.
Alright, let's see what it is.
It's something about quadratics.
I think you mean quadratics, honey.
Quadratics, same difference.
Let's see what you need.
Well, it says I'm supposed to use some sort of formula.
That would be the quadratic formula. It goes like this. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
It's so long. How am I supposed to remember it?
Well, when I was your age, my teacher taught me a song to help me remember the formula.
What is it?
It goes, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
That's really helpful. Thanks for helping me, Mom.
Sure. Next on the Math Channel, a look at architecture.
How does that connect to math?
You're about to find out. Today we'll be showing you the math that goes into designing a building or house.
In order to make a roof of a house, you need to decide what angles the two sides will be.
You also need to be able to calculate the slope of the sides of the roof.
Architecture uses a lot of geometry and sometimes symmetry.
Buildings have all kinds of lines, angles, and shapes.
For example, the windows are usually all 90-degree angles.
Doors are also typically 90-degree angles.
Rooms vary in all shapes and sizes. Some are round, some are square, and others are rectangular.
Another part of architecture is installing the floors. You have to make sure the floor fits the room.
To do this, you will most likely need to find the angles and the length of each wall in the room.
Geometry is in everything, not only architecture. Tune in next week on the Math Channel to learn about more ways math connects to the world around us. See you next time!
Greater than X, lesser than